I don't know when that just ended. It's one thing I don't like about it. I'm gonna clean this lens off though. Might not be the best. One thing in early recovery too, which I am in, is money. How to, if you're working and all of a sudden you got money, money equals dope for a long time. You got to relearn it, and everything is relearnable. Suboxone, methadone, I gotta say, if you can do it without it, be my guest. You want to do the time, the year, or whatever you got to do before you really start coming out of it, depending on how deep you're in. I tried it. It didn't work for me. That was 8 years ago is the last time I came off of it. And that's what a relapse to me would be. It won't be just a relapse. A couple getting high would be probably 8 to 10 years of suffering. And truthfully for me, I think it would be the end of my life regardless. You don't get into your old age on this crap. You know, you meet a few old guys. Usually I met some old black guys in their 70s, but they're no more. Just doing this, getting this break in my mind, start to learn about all this stuff. What was here before? You know, go back and read old books about where you live. And it doesn't matter where you live. I guess if you're living in a hot neighborhood, it's something you got to work to get away from. When we lived in the city, I used to keep all the other junkies away by telling them my wife was crazy. Don't come near my house. My wife will freaking go nuts. She'll call the police. And it kept them away. It wasn't true. But lying to fucking dope addicts, who cares? Anything keep you safe. The way all the young kids are dying is a sad thing. I couldn't imagine. I have a 19-year-old daughter. I couldn't imagine her being on heroin or any kind of opiate, especially me knowing what happens and where it goes to. Yeah, I've been in here for about an hour. It's like, maybe it's 8:30 in the morning. Maybe I'll go home, catch a little sleep, go home, start the day. I got off today. These are hemlock trees. All these like old looking, twisted, medieval looking things. They're hemlocks. Or hawthorns, hemlock. Every part of them just about's edible. I mean, I wouldn't eat the wood, but the leaves, the flowers, the berries, which are all not here right now. They're pretty cool trees. And I didn't know what they were. I thought they were crabapple trees when I first started walking back here. I thought it was an old orchard or something. I know this used to be a farm. You could find old maps of your neighborhoods and areas going back like to the pretty early 1800s even. Yeah, that's why they're called hawthorn. Look at them thorns. fruit makes this great heart remedy, I guess, tonic for your heart. Been known for thousands of years. Say these trees can live for 400 years, but I don't know how to age them. There's no chart for hawthorns that I can find. There's about 500 varieties of them. No, that's I mean, the base of this guy's pretty thick. Real thick for a hawthorn. There's a lot of beauty in them, even in the winter forest. We've been lucky this year, El Nino year. We don't get this is the first time it snowed. It's the end of December 2015. This thing doesn't focus very well. Close up. It's a good camera though. Everything subsides slowly. If a half-hour meditation at night's not doing it, go do an hour. Do a half hour at night, hour in the morning, whatever you got to do. I used to be so riddled with anxiety, it was unbearable. Even when I was clean the last time, anxiety friggin' destroyed me. Anxiety is what brought me back in the last time. The last time I was really clean was in 96, 97, 98. I think I got into 99 a few months, but it's a long time ago, man. And heroin was never this popular. Pills were always a lot cheaper. Now it's fucking the greedy scum of the earth take over. If you fucking sell dope or you pay chicks to, these young girls to do shit to them, dude, I don't even want you listening to this. If you did it, there's one thing. If you're doing it, you make me fucking sick. A lifelong friend, criminal. I grew up with him, I knew him for my whole life. I'm talking 40 years of life. He did a lot of time, but he got out last time, starts telling me he's a drug trafficker because he fucks around with scripts. He was pretty big, but getting these 17, 18-year-old girls to do sexual things, I cut him off. Fuck you forever. Freaking pedophile, fuck. See, now my mind just started drifting into a negative thinking, but I caught it, you see? That's how it works. And then to shift your thoughts out of something like that, 3 deep breaths, but only focus on the breath. I'm breathing in, feel the bottom of your feet, feel the bottom of my feet as I'm walking. Now that's out of my mind. I'm not back in that anger. It's a done deal, so I don't need to think about it or get mad about it. You get into such irrational thinking, and our thinking is what kills us. The stupidest things you legitimize when you're addicted. I'll take these pills. I know they're addicted, but I'll pay them back. I'll get some on the street somewhere. I'll pay them all back. I did that to my mother. My mother was addicted. She took her pills and legitimized it. Time away from it is everything in the world. finding love in your heart, and that's a personal trip. I had developed what they call adonia, where I didn't feel love at all for no one. I knew I loved people, but I didn't feel it. And that's come back. You know, it's not overwhelming. I don't have like that deep feeling of love in my chest, but it's all good. See that tree with all the things hanging? It's box elder. You can get maple syrup out of them. Well, I'm reaching the end of my trip for today. I guess it's like every day's an adventure, and it don't need to be on things that will eventually just kill you, and they will disable you. And prison ain't a place you want to go. Adios.